Jillian Higginbotham and welcome to Federation Square in Melbourne for the start of World Ballet Day. I'm here with senior artist Jared Madden as we get ready to take you behind the scenes at the Australian Ballet. But first, there is some wonderful footwork going on behind me on that stage. But Jared, these aren't members of the Australian Ballet, is that right?
You're absolutely right. The Australian Ballet is more than just a performing company. Our company offers classes for all walks of life, from the young preschoolers all the way up to the adult ballet classes, which is what you're seeing behind us right now.
And this is really what World Ballet Day is all about, being a part of your favourite ballet company for 24 hours. Now, Jared, we've got an awful lot coming up today.
We have a jam-packed program for you today. We're going to sit behind Sir Peter Wright's Nutcracker, we're going to have a look at our Giselle, and we're going to see one of the amazing pieces from our Body Talk series. And right at the end of the day, we're going to tie it all off with Sylvia, an amazing co-pro between the Houston Ballet Company and ourselves. But before all this has to start, we can't start our day without a ballet class.
All right, well that's going to be happening just down the road at the Primrose Potter Ballet Centre. And if you are in Melbourne, please do stop by Federation Square where World Ballet Day is going to be up on the big screen.
And I'll be back here throughout the day, so please come along and say hi.
Over the next 13 hours, the world's premier ballet companies are opening their doors and allowing us backstage. So that's non-stop access, not only with the Australian Ballet here in Melbourne, but also the Bolshoi Ballet in Moscow and the Royal Ballet in London. Now, if you do have any questions for Jared or your favourite dancer with the company, get in touch using the hashtag World Ballet Day or at the Aus Ballet. David, what's happening behind us?
Well, what's happening at the moment is Paul Knobloch is just about to start teaching the class, so we should probably make our way to our seats and have a look.
Body is immersed in water. So you've got a beautiful resistance, never-ending port de bras. Here we go. Thank you, Duncan. Preparing arm first a la seconde. High longe lift, head, chin and eyes. 1. 5th. 2. Arm circles, 5th. Heavy heels as you return.
The dancers start with this sort of class every single day, is that right?
That's right, yeah. So this is what we do basically to get the body warmed up and working for the day. But it's also an opportunity to start again every day, to really refine your technique, to prepare what you're going to do for the rest of the day, basically. So it's sort of the training session for the day. And
you say it's that way of resetting. I can also see that we've got principal dancers in here as well as the soloists. Like the whole company does this same reset.
Yeah, so every day we do slightly different groupings. So today it's a general class because it's World Ballet Day. We wanted everyone to have the opportunity of deciding to do class here or not. But it also can be that some days we do all women and all men in separate classes. Some days we do the senior dancers in one class and the more junior dancers in another class. It just depends on what we feel is going to be best for them for the day.
Nice and slow adagio. Rise. Everyone on that diagonal. Écarté, grand plie. 1. 2. Heavy heels on 3. 3.
Now, just before the telecast started today, Jared pulled me aside and he said, Tegan, I'm really excited to talk to you, but just not when we're doing the adage, which is, I believe, what they're doing now. So, Jared, I'm going to have a chat with you, if that's all right. Jared, tell me, what is so difficult about this move you're doing? Everything?
You're supposed to have high legs, and I don't have high legs. I excel in other parts of ballet, I guess.
Well, look, the focus is really on you now, Jared. Don't mess it up.
Find the balance here.
Thanks.
Yeah, just watch that supporting leg, Jared. Just keep it coming round.
I need you on stage, David.
And now toe to ceiling. That's the one. Yep.
Oh my God.
1 circle port de bras and 4.
And to all of our viewers at home, if you would also like to send in some critiques for Jared, I'm sure he'd love to hear your thoughts.
Please send in all your corrections. That'd be great.
Rise and pivot away from the bar. Thank you so much, Duncan. Make a statement in arabesque. Take a picture. 1. Balance and. Balance. Gorgeous. Chasse pas de bout. Many turns. Yes, Arco. Chasse. On de Don Coupe. Double devant. 1, 2. Yeah, gorgeous, guys. 1 and. Better. Edward. Nice work. Good. Yes, Jade. Good, Thomas. Good, great. Stay longer in that toe mace. Show us the chassé pas de bourrée. Foot, foot. 1. Better. Yes, Lisa. 5. Here we go. And a 1. 3, sis zone, 5th and a 5th. Good work. And a 1. And a 1. And a 1. Sis zone, sis zone, sis zone. Very good, guys. 2 sis zone on a bond. And a 1. And a 2. Sis zone attitude, 3 and a 4. Double side. Sis zone attitude, assemble. En arrière. And a 2. And a 3, 4. Coupe dev up. Gallop. And a step assemble. Sis zone 1. 2. Attitude up. And a side. Sis zone attitude. En arrière. And a 1, 2. And a up. Coupe écarté rond devant. Gallop and an assemble. Here we go, coming right forward. Yes. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Double side, crossed. Here we go. Thank you so much. And a 1, 2, and a hold. Double side, sis zone. Lots of people, guys. Big assemble. And 1. 2 more groups this side. Good, oh up. Underneath leg. And 1, 2, and hold. Good, Soph. Step, step, and closey 1. Keep the knee open in that sis zone, long energy fingers. Thank you so much, Duncan. Double sis zone, and 1, and 2. Glissade jeté, double cab, arabesque, double assemble. Last group of gents. And a 1. Yes. Can we go lots of ladies, guys? Because we started late, I don't know. Lots of ladies, come through, guys. Come on down. We'll go straight into our ladies' dunk, just a hair slower. And a 1, 2, 3, and lift the hips and up. Coupe cut, tong leve 1, 2 grand battements and kick tree. Sis zone up. Nice. Last group of ladies after this, guys. Good, Jasmine. Last ladies. Are we okay, gents? Great work. Ploughing through. Finish. Nice strong ending. Put a full stop. Good, Brody, 8. And here we go. 2 groups of ladies only. Come on down. Let's go for the 32 black swans. Here we go. Come on down, guys. 2 groups. We could probably do 1 group. Come on right down. Nice spatial awareness. Thank you so much, Duncan. 32, strong finish. Good. Pull up that supporting leg. Halfway through, and 1. Good. Strong ending. Beautiful work, guys. Thank you so much, Duncan. Thank you, ladies and gents. Good, good, good.
But for now, let's have a look at what's happening over at Federation Square. Jared, hello, are you over there?
Hey Tegan, how you going? I'm down here at Fed Square, and what's happening behind me right now is part of the Australian Ballet's education program. Now, this program over the last decade has reached over 130,000 children across Australia. But this program itself is more than just introducing dance to these kids. The STEM dance program, led by the specialist educators and professional dancers, is a dance education approach to learning about the STEM subjects. STEM standing for science, technology, engineering, and maths. And what you're seeing right now is a piece called Plain Jane, performed by Yvette Savage and Alex Mitchell from the Australian Ballet's education team. It's a modern day twist on Cinderella, and it's choreographed by Lucas Jervis. Now, this is pitched at, the children are roughly upper primary school and then into secondary school. And it touches on the story of a young girl resisting expectations of society and addresses the themes of personal identity and peer pressure. Let's have a quick look.
That's better, gents. Keep it breathing. Lovely, really well done. Lots of those small details that we fixed yesterday of really paying off. One thing, Dan, when we're doing our 6-2-3, I think in Sydney, you can't stand forward for your 7. We're going to need to do that underneath ourselves. So we're going to have 6 and 2 and 3, 6 and 2 and 3, 7, 2, 3. Okay, so we don't need to do the and after the 6, and you don't need to step it out because we're not going to have the space there. that was good. Make sure when you've started here and then you're doing these, as it comes around, they're not flexed, but as the hand comes forward, when it gets to its position, the wrist is flexed, and this one should start flexed from about the same position. So as it's coming up, I've got this flexion. We just seeing little differences there does make a big difference to that. Thank you, Joe.
Front. I did an extra head, I think.
No, I was like, I'm following you. Sorry.
Well done. Much better than yesterday, actually. It was beautiful.
That's good.
Really, really good. No, really good. You know, the very, very first pirouette, it wasn't as smooth as the second one. And what was really good about the second one too, her back was even on the way going back as well.
Can the first one go back as far as the second?
Yeah.
I think it's that thing.
Rushing out of it. Yeah, you are.
I think because we don't have as much time.
Yes, I start getting. Yeah, get a bit agitated.
Thank you so much, Amber, Scott, and Adam Bull. That was really wonderful. We'll huddle in here so we can ask you a few questions, if that's all right. Now, watching you both rehearse, it is so clear that you've been working together for a very long time. In fact, you've both been working on the Nutcracker for 13 years, I believe, or performing it for 13 years.
Yep.
Is that a scary number
Since
to hear?
07.
Well, can you tell me, Adam, what is it that makes the Nutcracker so special?
I think it's really one of those quintessential storytime ballets. The music everyone loves, the story's beautiful, and it's a real treat, I think, and we come back to it, and even coming back to it after 13 years, we're still finding new things, and it's one of those ballets that's so rich in like the classical culture, and I think it's always a pleasure to perform.
But when you would have started this back in 1997...
1907.
Sorry,
2007.
2007, sorry, it's not that old. You know, you wouldn't have been principal artists at that point. So, Amber, what roles were you playing when you first started?
I was one of the leading snow attendants and one of the leading flowers. Yes,
that's right.
And then I think I've gradually then I got to do some rose fairy and snow fairy, and I've worked my way up to do sugar plum.
Wonderful. Well, I was actually chatting with David before about the fact that you've just come back from maternity leave. Congratulations. How old is little Bonnie? Is it Bonnie?
Bonnie.
How
Bonnie's
old is...
nearly 1.
Wow. How have you gotten back to this point? I mean, I'm sure that it's I know. I don't understand it. How did you do it?
A lot of sweat.
Yeah.
A lot of time in the studio with these lovely people. No, we're so lucky to be looked after we have a baby, to have the medical team and our staff, and to come back with like my really good friend Adam, who was very patient and did more rehearsals for this part than he's ever done in his life, so that I'd be strong enough. So I was very grateful for that.
Well, Adam, I'll ask this final question, and I don't even need to look at the Facebook feed to know what everybody question at home would be, which is that, did you make this yourself, and if not, where can we get one? Because this is a work of art.
I didn't make this myself. It was actually, it's a lady in Portugal who makes them. And on the internet these days, there's these crazy things that pop up, and and I designed it myself, and she knitted it, and
it's your fab.
Yeah, fab dancewear.
It is beautiful. It is very beautiful.
Kia ora, everyone. Welcome to the Royal New Zealand Ballet and World Ballet Day. We want to thank the Australian Ballet for inviting us to be a part of this wonderful day of ballet. Here at the Royal New Zealand Ballet, we wake up before anyone else, and we start class before anyone else. So come and join us for a day, enjoy what you see, and stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. I like the outfit. Nice. Long back leg. One. And double. Finish, 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 and double. Single. Don't wait so long, people. 2, 3 at a time, please.
Welcome to World Ballet Day at the Royal New Zealand Ballet. My name is Lachlan Pryor. I am choreographing Hansel and Gretel, and we want to show you a bit of what we've been up to this past month. And I think you don't need to do so much with your feet. It just needs to be pulsing. Now we're crossing. Good. Around. And she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1. Okay, let's stop there. Going from here. This is really nice. The travel is fantastic. And cool. Good, good, good. Sean is playing Hansel and Kirby Selchow is playing Gretel.
Thank you, everyone. As we finish class here at the Royal New Zealand Ballet, the rest of the world is waking up. Thank you for joining us and following us for the day. And happy
Hi everyone, welcome to West Australian Ballet. Welcome to Perth in Western Australia. I'm Aurelian Scanella, the Artistic Director. It's 11:30 in the morning today, so we're about to start our first rehearsals of the day, which is Alice in Wonderland from Septime Weber, who is the artistic director of the Hong Kong Ballet. A week ago, we just launched our 2020 program, which is a big program for the company next year, very exciting. We've got 6 main seasons, plus a tour to China for 3 weeks. Very busy, very exciting. To stage this huge production of Alice in Wonderland, we've got Joanna Wilt from Cincinnati. So Joanna, what are we going to work on this morning?
So what we're doing this morning is a put together of a little divertissement within Act 1. This is Septime Weber's sort of takeoff on the Swan Lake, right in the middle of Alice in Wonderland, except that we have flamingos. Good. They need to travel way more on the first step. They get all the way down here. And then this is much farther apart. And not so far in. It starts up there so they can move down. Good. Whoops. Good.
Up and down.
And bonk. Good. Four, same timing. Da-dum, ba-dum. Good, he's got time. 5, 6, 7, go.
These were nice though, and the ponchos were good, coming up, all good. The last one, I felt like just going into the balance was a bit sort of like, if you can really try and get that feeling that you're so on the balance that you just put your arms down and he takes them. Yes, that's the one. That's good, yep, that's beautiful. Yeah, and then I felt like, and I don't know whether it's just today, but I felt like we were anticipating this a little bit. Da 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 dum dum dee, da 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 yum bum bum, and so it's sort of an and, not a dum.
Yeah, I think I went.
Yum dum dum. Yeah, and da-da-da. Yeah, that's it.
ね、すごいとこの雄大君のタイミングと綾子のタイミングが違う。だから綾子が引っ張られてみるのかもしれない。あなたが言っちゃうんじゃなくて雄大に背中で撮ってほしい。それと雄大は分かんないけど、綾子ここからロンデちゃんもここに入れてるように見えるの。ここから、こういかないで、こういうロンデが入ってるからフェッテの時間がかかる。ここまでこれフェッテすればいいんだけど、ロンデがこういうふうに入れてるように使ってきます。
ねこうなってんのだけど降りる瞬間にここも開いちゃうのももともなんかこういう風になっちゃうからもう少し上でいいんだけど手首がこういう風にあんまりお出曲がりすぎない方がいいあ
lejos piqué, falli, a lo torso y llego, mano, doy, ofrezco, mano, suave, llego, subo, pierna largo, venga, no me atraso, llego largo y 1, 2 y estiro esa mano, 1, 2, tranquilo, tranquilo, espera por él, 1,
Vale, termina el clutch, sube la rodilla, 1, fuera, y 1, 13,
In honor of the late passing of prima ballerina assoluta, we have joined together with black ribbons for World Ballet Day.
I'm Septime Weber, Artistic Director of Hong Kong Ballet, and in honor of World Ballet Day, we're sharing our company class with all of you. We have a guest teacher, Ki Wan Han, who's giving a warm-up class. Today's a big day for us because we've got our first stage rehearsals of Swan Lake. Swan Lake opens in 2 days.
They're kind of very concentrated. But you know, this is a great company.
I think so too.
Roll 2 and first fist up.
Basically, I'm coaching principal and also quarter ballet, of course.
Because it's something that we do every day, and that creates the rhythm. So that this, in order to keep this rhythm, so that we can build our energy level into the performance also.
For me, the class is really important because every day we start class first to warm up our body and also practice the stamina and the technique.
When they're the most tired, perform various kind of technical feats like fouette turns or turns in second for the gentlemen. So Ki Wan Han often ends his classes with fouette turns. And
Woo! Great!
Good, guys. I just want to try, do you know, I just saw a point when you and Kelsey go start like before the bird, could you travel a little bit more? Like really step out there. Go for it. Yeah, nice, like go to the edge of that little, of the light. And could you also try and meet her in the middle as well? If we could do it together, this part. And go. Go for it, yes. Nice, yeah, beautiful guys. Nice. I just want to also try the pas de deux of Sean and Kelsey when you're going around. Yeah, you can, Just try and see if the connections can be smoother and Yeah. Yeah, that was better. And this leg here coming around, could you try and take her leg all the way from the ground and try and kind of lift it up? Do you need to maybe give him more of your, is it your right, oh God, your right shoulder? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, the suspension's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful, guys. Yeah. Yeah. And just, I've got one thing for you, Evie. Do you know when you're doing the solo before the scream, could you try and make these movements bigger, like even bigger than you were doing as you come down? Yeah, I feel like maybe when you come down, you could stay closer to the floor, so don't kind of come up and go back down again. Yeah, beautiful. Yes. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Like as a choreographer, my inspiration it comes from the music and these beautiful dancers, but also I want to be able to relate what I say back to my experiences and my emotions, and I also get inspiration from talking to other people about their experiences and their emotions. And I always hope that there's one person in that audience that I can connect with and make them feel less lonely and more understood, I guess, with my work.
I'm guessing from what you just said, it's a really collaborative effort between yourself and your dancers.
Yeah, it is. We worked for 2.5 weeks on this piece together, and it was a whirlwind, but we definitely achieved something that's really kind of special for all of us, I think. Yeah.
Evie, I'll give you the microphone. What's the story behind this piece?
Well, this piece it's called Einsamkeit, which actually translates to loneliness. So I think this piece reflects all different aspects of loneliness. You can feel lonely, when you're surrounded by people and in a group or in a relationship, not just when you're on your own. It also touches on kind of the necessity and how important it is to sometimes sit in that loneliness and singularity for us to find ourselves, and I think the choreography really evokes that, and we all felt that, and it really resonated with us when we danced in this piece. Yeah.
It's fantastic. And Saranya, are there any particular challenges with this sort of a piece?
Well, the style and movement is not something we do every day, so it was really nice to kind of get out of our comfort zone and get into the studio and create with Amelia. We had a lot of fun, and it was nice to do some pas de deux and kind of throw ourselves around. So it was really fun.
There's a lot of throwing around, definitely.
Yeah. Letting loose. So yeah, it was nice.
Piqué.
Welcome to World Ballet Day here from Queensland Ballet. We are so excited here at Queensland Ballet to have you with us and to show you a little bit about what we do each day.
We are certainly very proud of what we have achieved together as a team, but I'm confident in the next few years we'll continue to really make a huge success. With our incredible state-of-the-art buildings, I think the company and the academy will get to the next level. All right, shall we start? Face the bar. 1, plie, 5, 6, 7, 8, encore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plie.
Once again, happy World Ballet Day.
Happy World Ballet Day.
Happy World Ballet Day.
Thank you so much for that, Jared. That was so interesting to hear about this really important research being done by the Australian Ballet in conjunction with La Trobe University. Now here we are very much into our rehearsal already. We've got less than an hour left at the Australian Ballet before World Ballet Day continues, including the Bolshoi Ballet in Moscow, followed by the Royal Ballet in London, and highlights from other companies around the world. But you are going to love the rehearsal that we're watching right now. Audiences in Melbourne have gone crazy for Sylvia since it opened last month, and when you really get to enjoy this, you will know why. First up, we are watching the Nymphs Army. The ballet mistress is Elizabeth Toohey.
Excellent work, my darlings. Great. Very, very good. The extra power is fantastic. Really good energy was fantastic. Generals, lovely. I just actually need to, we have a bit of time, don't we? Yeah? I need to just have a look at the fight, just for a few tiny details. So when we're going for the fight scene, yeah? And Coco, yeah, you know you're going to be a bit further out for that lineup. The first one was great. So we've got, you go, 1 2 and a 3. Sorry, Evie. 3 and a 4. 5, 6. Yes, the 6 wasn't strong enough, and I'm not sure. And I think it was just a matter of knowing. Are you going to take a tiny step forward, Nicola, or are you going to just be there and block that one? Because we don't get this really crisp contact. And I think it's just about establishing that. So what would you prefer to do? Would you prefer to stay, or do you want to take a little step forward? Okay, good. So Jade, you'll keep the contact and go with Nicola. Let's just have a look at that one more time. So I sing 1 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. Good, that's great. That was really good. These were great. 1 and a 2, Lisa, fantastic. My new Shields woman. 1 and a 2, go. 3 and a 4. Then I have, you've really got to get stuck into it. 7, 7 and 8. You're really onto each other. Robbie comes in, push away. Now, do you turn and give each other a look before you give the swords and before you have to turn back to Robbie, because she's going to say, get here and make up? Sometimes I don't get that story, whether after you've been pushed away, whether you go and get rid of your sword and then look back to her, or whether you're pushed away and just give each other one last look before you back up. I think you could almost do that as generals. You'd have your sergeants or your nymphs around you. You could nearly just take it, because I know you're going to be my wing girl. It's you, isn't it, Corey? It's Jess. So let's have it make a little bit more intention and passion in that one. Bum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da da dum ba da da go ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da. Good. There's the sword. You come, make up, good, great. That's really good. Nice. So that also helps you, Rob, you know exactly when they're going to turn. Helps the storyline. Excellent. Very, very good. Let's have a look at the placing for the final jeté ton levé, that final triangle. Good. And then we step up on 8. We have 9, 10, 11, and go jet. Jet da da dum, ba da dum, ba da bum ba da. Stop there. So it's just the underneath foot. It's the feeling is as you've landed the jeté, as the heel's gone down, you've ton levéed and the foot is fully stretched. Jazz, it gets stretched but a little bit too late. And Katie, it's your ends of your toes. You stretch early, but not the full foot. So we're looking way just at the bottom now. I'm just trying to pick so it's absolutely perfect. Could we have this with music? And then, darlings, why don't we also do the ending once more? It was good. I can have a little bit more hit da da dum, hit da da da, and then go through. The back leg is the main thing. Generals, Artemis, and the sergeants were really good. Lovely Balanchine Padishahs today. These as well, when we're changing, keep the head front, take the body with you as you failli, and then turn. That's it. Good. So could we have the 11 into the jeté ton levé, please? Still 8, 9, 10, 11.
So we're currently watching the pas de deux between Sylvia and the shepherd. This is Jade Wood and Tai King Wall. Jared, it's lovely to have you back here with me. Can you explain what's happening here?
Okay, so this is near the beginning of the ballet. So for context, Sylvia is one of the generals in the nymph army, but one of the other gods had a beef with her, so he put a curse or a spell on her more so to fall in love with the first person she ever saw after that point. And I mean, I guess it's lucky for Tai. The shepherd just happened to wander on the stage and she saw him and then just instantly fell in love with him. So Tai thinks it's actually, so Tai being the shepherd just thinks he's hit gold. But later on, you know, a bit of a disaster happens, so I won't spoil the whole thing. So yeah, so they're just having a nice little lovely moment together.
So they are in love, but we've got to keep in mind that Sylvia is under a spell.
Under a spell in love.
Okay.
Aren't we all though? So I want to point out that Stanton Welsh, who created this ballet, was a phenomenal partner in his day. So there are 4 pas de deux in this production for the shepherd and Sylvia alone, and each of them are just really quite hard. There are some moments in there that Stanton said, I want this to be one-handed. Doesn't have to be. It can always be two-handed, but that's just what he wants, and that's what you get. So there were some tricky lifts in there you just saw, and you know, it's a hard one to hit every single night.
So this is the pas de deux between Artemis and Orion. We're seeing Robin Hendricks with Adam Bull, who is not wearing his onesie from before, so I'm rather disappointed. But Jared, what's happening in this pas de deux?
All right, so right now, this is the very, very end of the ballet. So in this particular production, Sylvia is not the only lead role. Robin Hendricks as Artemis is one of the other lead roles in this, and so I don't want to ruin too much of the ballet, but it's somewhat of a happy ending. I won't explain how it gets to this point, but they are finally happy and they're together in the stars.
Oh, that's so lovely.
As all Greek gods end up in the stars. And she has one more last bow and arrow to the audience. Take that.
Very good. Exactly. That was, you know, the only thing I thought, because it's so smooth, it's really beautiful, but when you go into that last lift, it looks like you're dropping her into getting her down.
Yes, I got
Can we? Yeah. And then gentle, there we go. Exactly. Okay? All right.
They're all the Greek gods observing the wedding from the mortals. And they're just... So Psyche was mortal and now she's become immortal.
Wow.
And they're living happily ever after.
So that's Jill O'Guy and Brett Chenoweth, who is a principal artist here.
Yep. Newest male principal artist.
there's so much research you can do on these characters because they're all based on real mythology. So there's a lot of information out there through history of how these characters were seen. So we have all of that to draw upon. And Stanton as well, you know, had a whole booklet of knowledge, and he could spend hours talking about characterization and posture, and also with the designs, it really differentiates what level of a god, who's a demigod, who's a mortal. So when you come and see the show, it's just a real visual feast of dimension.
David, thank you so much for having us again.
Thanks for coming. We just love World Ballet Day.
And I'm sure that so everybody's going to want to know, do we get you again next year?
Yes, I'll be here the very last time.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, make sure you get online, get tickets for that 2020 season, and thank you so much for tuning in. See ya.
Thanks, everyone.